Hello guys, it's Jonathan. Today I'm doing a Beyblade discussion video. This time we're talking about Random Booster Volume 29 with Chain Kirbyus as well as Gatling Dragon. So I'm a little bit late on this news, like a week late. However, I did want to wait until the official Random Booster was fully revealed, which was just revealed about an hour ago as of recording this. So I wanted to wait till all that was done so I could talk about it. So let's talk about each Random Booster pull. Basically, I'm going to put the images up, so this is just kind of a placeholder image. I will put the images up as I talk about each part. So yeah, first up, the first pull here we have in Random Booster 29 is Cyclone Valkyrie 2, Giga High Eternal Dash. Or Giga High Eternal 3, sorry, this is not a dash driver, it's just High Eternal. I'm just used to high drivers being dash drivers, this one is not. That has the 3 armor. So there is one issue with DB is that we get every disc in armor reprinted constantly, which is good and bad. Good because obviously more reprints, more accessibility for parts. Bad thing is that we kind of don't have a ton of them, so we constantly have to reuse the same ones. So Giga and 3 kind of fall in that category. However, 3 is still a solid armor, and Giga is a very, very good disc, so that's good at least. The Cyclone Blade, not the rarest blade, especially since it came in a set, the Astral Spriggan Customized set. And yeah, it's not the best, it's just kind of here, honestly. The Valkyrie 2 core is also not bad. It's a pretty good core, the problem is that it just came in a booster, and then it came in the previous random booster. So it's not the most necessary reprint, but whatever, I guess. However, High Eternal is definitely an interesting part here. I think High Eternal has a potential to be a solid part. I don't think it'll be like the best stamina driver in the game, or even amazing, but I do think it was a nice choice to include here. Decent pull overall, though. Next up, Roar Spriggan Fortress Kick 2. So a Roar reprint is fine. I wish we could have gotten Bahamut, maybe Astral Bahamut instead, that would have been very nice. Roar is still an okay part to reprint. It's only been in, of course, the random booster that it came in, Random Booster 26. And the DB all-in-one set, so getting another one, not bad. Spriggan Core being reprinted is also fine. I mean, we got it in the customized set, and then Random Booster 27. Not the most necessary reprint, but one that I will definitely take. I think it's an okay one. Fortress, this is the new disc. Fortress is getting a reprint within the Random Booster, which is very nice. Kick, not the best driver, but I don't believe it's gotten a reprint until this point, so I'm definitely fine with getting a Kick reprint. Also, 2 armor, we've gotten a billion, but whatever. You can only reprint armor so many times, and it's like, there's not many of them. I think this is actually a pretty solid pull overall. Next up is Dynamite Kirbyus Legacy Moment 9. So, Legacy and 9, both parts from Ultimate Valkyrie, getting reprinted here. A little bit shaky on these because we did get them from both the Ultimate Valkyrie booster. Not both, actually, we got them 3 times already. Ultimate Valkyrie's booster, we saw both of these parts used in Random Booster 27. They were both used together again in Random Booster 28. And here we're getting them again in Random Booster 29. Again, also used together. They're not bad parts to have, especially 9. 9's a really good part, but like, I don't know. It's not the greatest thing. Also, we have Moment. The Moment driver is being reused here. It's not purple. Why? Can you come on, just make a purple Moment. We've gotten multiple Moment reprints now. We got the one from Random Booster 27, now this one. We need a purple Moment, man. But getting another Moment isn't the best thing, but it's not the worst thing either. It's just kind of there, I guess. If it was purple, great for anime accuracy, but it's not, so it just kind of exists. 7th Dynamite Blade reprint. Not reprint. 7th Dynamite Blade, I should say. Why was it not Dangerous? Dangerous is worse than Dynamite, but I feel like we've just gotten so many Dynamites at this point. It's not a hard blade to get. I feel like even Devil, I know we got this in Random Booster 27, but it only had the one release before, which was pretty expensive, like $40 just for the blade. Devil or Dynamite, or Devil or Dangerous, hell, even Divine I would have taken. I just feel like we've gotten Dynamite a few too many times, so it wasn't the most necessary, but the main takeaway here is Kirbyus. We are getting a Kirbyus core. Nice to see a recolor, basically, in the random booster, so very nice to have. Definitely the main draw of this pull. I think it's a pretty good pull overall. You get the Kirbyus blade, or the Kirbyus core rather, and you get the 9 armor. Aside from that, Moments, whatever. Same with Legacy, and then yeah, Dynamite again. Our fourth pull, Chain Ragnarok Tapered Excel-10. Tapered and 10, both solid parts, fall in the same category though of being reprinted a ton already. Ragnarok Cores, whatever. I don't mind this getting a reprint, honestly, because it only got reprinted. Well, there's the two versions in Random Booster 25. It did get a reprint in Random Booster 26. Not since then though, so I'm actually okay with the Ragnarok reprint here, even though it's not the best core. It has been a while. You get a chain recolor within this random booster, which is very nice. I will take that. And Excel Dash. Another Dash driver, honestly, not bad. I think not the best, but I mean Excel Dash, it's okay enough. It's an okay enough driver to throw in here, I think. So solid pull. A lot of these pulls are kind of just okay to good, I would say. They're nothing crazy. However, we get to the secondary prize. The secondary prize is where things get a little bit more interesting. Drigger V2 over Wedge Dash. Wedge Dash will suck, but who cares? It's kind of funny, but whatever. The Over disc is another reprint that we've gotten a few times now, but Over is a really good part, so not bad. The Drigger V2 layer will have detachable support parts, and this kind of acts as sort of a pseudo high and low mode. Without the support parts, it's just kind of a typical plastic layer, well, plastic remake layer, I should say. With the support parts, the layer is much thicker and will only be able to support DB discs as or like a DB layer in low mode, which is very interesting. Honestly, I'm all for that. I think that was a great way to make the support parts, and I think this layer will be probably not great, but I think it will be a very cool collector's item because it has its own sort of gimmick to it. Interesting note, I fully anticipated this thing to come with a green 6 armor. It does not. The special piece that comes with this is actually a V-Gear reprint. I think this deconfirms the idea of an X-Gear, because a lot of people said X-Gear would come with Excalibur, myself included. I don't think we're getting an X-Gear with Excalibur. I think we're going to see a new armor, sort of like an L-Gear replacement. I think V-Gear will be staying. So they put a just normal V-Gear with this thing, just a regular unpainted V-Gear. I think you're meant to get this thing, put it onto your Divine Belial, and then you will get the new gears over time. The D gear, the A gear, and whatever the third gear is. And I think that's kind of the idea, so we are getting a V-Gear reprint already. Very interesting, but I think it makes a lot of sense at the same time. Now for our prize bay. Chain Kirbyus Fortress Yard 6. This is an interesting one as well. Yard Dash. Did I say Yard? Did I just say Yard? I meant Yard Dash, my bad. Yard Dash, it is a new Dash driver. Not the best choice, honestly. It's an okay driver, but it's nothing special. Wasn't really the best choice for Kirbyus, but it's okay enough. It's not like not Yard. It is Yard. It's not just. That's what I was trying to say. 6 armor, fine enough, honestly. The Fortress disc, we don't know how much this weighs. It has a really good shape, but it looks kind of small. It looks thick though. This could be very good for central weight distribution if it's like 30 grams or above. If that's the case, this is a very good disc. If not though, if it's like 28 or something, then I'm sure it'll still be a usable disc, but it might be a little bit more niche use. Or just not really used as much at all, because there are better options. So I will talk about that in my unboxing, because I will, get this bay and I will do the weight of it, and we can talk about that then. But for now, it is just a mystery. It looks like it could be good, but we don't know the weight yet. The Chain Blade. The Chain Blade is very interesting as well. I keep saying the word interesting, I need to stop. The Chain Blade, its gimmick, basically there is a little bit of metal on it. There's also potentially rubber. Okay, so I don't know if it's rubber. This is another thing that I will have to wait till my unboxing to talk about. It looks like it's rubber, but it could just be translucent plastic. If it's rubber, this thing might actually be kind of a tank. If not, though, not sure. There's also 6 movable blades that will either be rubber or plastic. We can't tell yet. And these blades just kind of flail around. Very similar to Tact Longinus with the Tact base from GT. Also in high mode, these will actually lock, depending on the core basically. So the core will depend on or it's the core or armor. It's hard to tell. I think it's actually both have some kind of functionality. It's really weird. It's gonna be a weird blade to use. If it's a good blade, then there's gonna be a lot of special different setups with this layer, which is actually really cool. It's gonna be a lot like tact in that regard, where you have to kind of use this the right way with tact. So in high mode, these blades will be sticking out. So definitely an interesting gimmick. Definitely looking forward to how that will work. It just seems like a more dynamic version of tact, which is really cool. The Kirby's core is effectively a right spin version of Bahamut. So Bahamut had the rubber lock, no teeth. This is a right spin version of that. Overall, I think this is going to be a very nice prize bait, because you do get that Kirby's core, which is going to be very useful. 6 is an alright reprint. Yardash, and I mean, that just kind of exists. Fortress could actually be another really good part here, and Chain is definitely up in the air, but you never know. Overall, I think the random booster seems pretty solid. I'm definitely most excited for Kirby's. I mean, the Kirby's core is going to be a very good part. You get some nice reprints here for discs and armors, but we get those a lot. Another V-Gear in here, which is interesting. Alright. Drigger V2 seems like a good collector's item. If nothing else, Drigger V2 and Chain Kirby's will be very good collector's items. So there is that. But aside from that, though, it does seem like at least a solid enough random booster. Next up, we'll move on to the our booster for June. This will be coming out. I should mention, the random booster comes out May 28th, very soon. This booster comes out on June 25th, so a little bit longer. However, it will be Gatling Dragon Karma Charge Metal Dash 10. This is definitely a strange bay. It reuses a lot of parts, which I'm not too happy about. Getting Karma and 10, not the best. We really need more discs and armors. I think 10 is passable. Karma really isn't. It's not really a good disc to choose here. We really could have used a new disc. And armor. Armor I'm a little bit more lenient on, but we really could have used something else new here. I'm not the happiest about that, honestly. The Dragon Core, though... Oh, actually, let me wait for that. Charge Metal Dash. Charge Metal's kind of just weird. It's very unreliable and also has burst issues. I think making it into a dash driver, that will help it, but I think it's still a little bit too inconsistent to be a good driver. It might be fun to meme with, but that's about it. The Dragon Core will effectively be a new Valkyrie 1 core, so it will have the bound gimmick. It might be a little bit more resistant, we can't tell yet. Again, this will be something I will talk about in my unboxing when it comes out, and I mean, it's still like a month away, like over a month away, so I mean, we have a while. But it'll definitely be fun to talk about when we get to it. Also, the Gatling Blade seems to kind of be like a Tempest 2, so this is like a DB Tempest. It has the whole Awakening gimmick that these things will kind of slide out and likely lock outwards. However, there are only 2 blades, but they are much bigger, so it makes sense. Overall, it's definitely, I think, a pretty solid bay. I just really wish they would have done something else with the disc. Even if it was another reprinted disc, I feel like there was a better option other than Karma, but whatever. I think it's still a solid enough stock bay. You know, for what it is. I mean, I didn't expect a good driver, so I think Charge Metal Dash is fine. I just wish they could have done a little bit more with this bay to make at least one extra new part here. Still fine, though. Also, you get the D-Gear. D-Gear, we don't know if it has any special functions yet. To me, it just looks like it'll be a piece of plastic that will slip onto the Nexus disc, similar to S-Gear. We don't know if it'll free spin. I doubt it. However, this could actually be a replacement for S-Gear for stamina and defense combinations, so look out for that. Definitely, we'll cover the weight in my unboxing, because, you know, the weight will definitely determine kind of if it does have that use or not. Also, it looks like it might be a little bit smaller, so it might scrape less, so that could also help as well. But yeah, it looks like a pretty solid bay. I think getting the D here definitely helps out a bit, definitely lessens the blow of having to get Karma again. So, yeah, this is a pretty solid booster, and yeah. Again, just really wish we could have got a better disc here. It's a good booster, well, solid booster. Just that one thing really holds it back from being good, in my opinion. I don't think in future videos like these discussions, I hope to do more of them when Bay News comes out. Not like constantly though. I'm not gonna update you guys on everything. I'm just here to talk about like the main ones. Like we have the official parts confirmed. That's all I'm gonna do for this discussions. For me, it's mostly opinions. It's not gonna be like actually trying to be a news channel. I'm just here to talk about them. That's why they're called discussions, not news videos. Kind of news videos, I guess, but it just kind of comes with the discussion in case you don't know about them. But yeah, overall, I do think these are both going to be pretty nice products. I would say Chain Carbius in particular, I think will be a pretty good purchase as long as they don't, as long as people don't like overcharge for it, which it's a price, but I'm sure people will. But yeah, I think that's everything. Hopefully next time I can only just talk about the July product, which should be Excalibur. That'll help make this a little bit more concise, because this video I had to cover like 7 different stock combos, you know. But yeah, that's everything for this video. So hopefully this wasn't too much of a drag. If you guys want any improvements to these videos, because I want to make more of them, let me know and I will hopefully integrate those into the next one. So yeah, anyways, that's all for this video, so thanks for watching, and bye-bye.